What's up, y'all? Yeah, just want to come on this real quick. Let y'all know what's going down and whatnot. So, I realized, like, like people like Kingy McTown and whatnot to this too. Like, I've noticed how, like, you know, being raised by a single mom or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, I noticed that people like that are like, they're very, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Critical? You know what I'm saying? They don't think critically. In other words, they don't like, okay, what's the most important thing? Or if they blow things out of proportion, they kind of just act like really anxious around certain things. I just noticed this type of stuff, like, especially with my family and whatnot. They be like doing that shit for real. They be really out here like trying to like, I don't know. They just be like extra. I can tell when somebody's been raised by a single mom, bro. Like I can tell immediately what's dealing with them because of how they act like. You know what I mean? They blow things out of proportion and make things like more than what it is. Like my little sister's always talking about some like somebody disrespecting her. Like even right now, she got on me about something that it's not even about her. It was about me sleeping on my little brother's bed or something like that. And it's like, oh, like she's like, oh, see, you're disrespecting him by doing that. And it's like trying to make it seem like it's a disrespectful thing. Like I don't even know what to say. But it's not all that type of stuff. It's kind of obvious. Like I just saw the bed, I went to go to sleep. It ain't something you have to like bring up disrespect and whatnot. Because then it's like basically what I'm trying to do is I started laughing at my little brother when he was telling me like all this stuff that's about sleeping on his bed and shit, and like he's wondering like when you gonna buy your own bed and like all this type of shit, and it's like, bro, you're being extra right now. Like it's not like you came home and then like I was sleeping on your bed and you were like, bro, get off my bed, and then like I didn't get off your bed, you know. It was like as soon as he came through, I was like, I woke up and I got up out of his bed, bro. You know, it's like, see what I'm saying? And then they have this like 2-year-old mentality of like it's mine, even though they're not using it. It's like they don't have to share and shit, you know. It's another thing. It's very petty, you know, because that's what the mentality comes from, you know. Like a lot of very immature, basically, you know. I'm not saying that women are immature necessarily, like these moms. What I'm saying is like women, you know, they're overcritical about things, you know what I'm saying, and very emotional, and it depends on how things make them feel. So a lot of times they don't use like common sense when it comes to situations and whatnot, like men do, you know, and have a provider mentality where they just like want to share, you know what I'm saying? So you know, they be tripping on that level, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's why I realized like I had another friend I used to take a shower in his crib, and he like made me like wash the tub, like you know what I mean? Like he was like, oh, it stays clean that way, whatever. And I'm not saying it don't, what I'm just saying is like I could tell you're a woman. A woman, you were raised by a woman because only a woman will make you sit there and clean up a tub every single day. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know, like only a woman would sit there and make you like scrub the tub. She probably saw like one little thing and I freaked out and was like, oh my god, the whole bathtub might be infested with something and just getting paranoid and the next thing you know, clean it. And you were probably raised that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't clean your bathtub. I'm saying like the response is, you know, basically you overreacting. You know, you turning an ant pile into a mountain. It's like they just be doing that, bro. And it's funny how they like, you know. And my little sister's always getting angry, like about everything, you know. And always like she was like, one time when she was just like sitting there or whatever, me and my little brother were like, hey, like smile, girl. Like why you always like? And she was like, men are always telling women to smile. Like, why don't y'all smile? And I mean, it was a joke. We're not like super serious, like obviously. That's why I was kind of like, what do you mean, like, you got issues, you know? She got issues, like, and I tried to tell my little brother, my older brother, and my little brother about it, and they're like, oh, that's just how she be. You have to learn how to like get along with people and stuff, and and it makes me laugh because I'm thinking in my mind like, I had a friend that did that too, like when I was in college. It was like his sister was an asshole. Like in conversation, she was an asshole. She wasn't like a nice person, and it was like And I'm telling him like, hey, bro, she's just kind of a mean person. And he's like, bro, that's just how she is, you know. Like that's bullshit. Like, what do you mean that's how she is? Obviously, but it's not good. I don't know why you think you need to, you know what I mean, condone or enable this type of behavior. Like, you know what I mean? Her perspective on the world is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, that's what that is. You know what I mean? A certain level of maturity needs to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? But it's the fact that she's never to take accountability is because you know everybody's enabling her. You know, and that is just like really lame. It's lame. Like even right now, I'm waiting for this chick, right, take me to work or whatnot, and I was like, this girl always like right now, every day, every single day, I go in the car, I say good morning, she don't say good morning back. It just be like, you know, like weird, you know, like I don't understand that shit. Like, just like chill out, you know, like you making everything something it's not, you know. So I don't know. I really don't care because I can't. I'm not gonna do it. You know. You know. I'm not gonna do it. You know. I'm not even gonna be petty with it. That's the reason why I left the house the first time. It's like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and like get angry at them and stuff. And like, I just don't care. I'm not finna cower or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I just don't really care like that. I'm not gonna like wonder why I would not necessarily, because the one thing I go by is like I don't make sense out of nonsense. When people are acting ridiculous, don't make sense out of that shit. Like, you know, fuck 'em. Really though, like that shit don't even matter, bro. Like one thing I seen on the TV show, The Last Kingdom on Netflix. Uh, this guy was basically talking shit to the king or whatever, saying how he's like, you know, a tyrant, what he's doing. And then like, I don't do, should we, and the king asked his advisors, like, should we worry about this guy? And then he was like, one of the advisors said, oh, surely a dangerous man does not, you know, give idle threats. And it's like, yeah, like idealistic threats and shit, that's a weak shit. You know what I'm saying? That's weakness. That's weak, you know? A lot of weak ass shit that just be like they be doing. That's all weak shit. You got to tell when people are weak, bro. I could tell, and that's why it's like, nah, man. Another thing too, I want to put on there, like people in this, what another way of showing weakness or vulnerability, or I don't know what the word I'm looking for exactly, but I, when people in society, right, they want to take advantage of somebody that's less fortunate and shit, or just not like in a good position. They try to bribe you with things and whatnot, and status and materialism. There's some definite weak ass shit. I mean, for real though, there's some super weak shit. It's like, you weak, bro. You know? You weak for doing that because it's like you think that you can give me something. You know what I mean? That I can't get for myself. You know? And to me, that's just like really lame. Like, you know? It's like, come on, man. Like, who you fooling? You know? So, you know, that's why they always try to sit here and give you advice. Like, I was getting angry at, because right now I'm in a situation where I need community service hours because I was arrested. And I'm on the phone with all these Goodwills, and they just like, oh yeah, call tomorrow. They did it for an entire week last week. And I was getting angry because I was like, come on, bro, what is this? And one lady told me she don't trust me and she don't know who I am. But I gotta go. I'll see y'all later.